reigning, most loving, mere folly, then hey, ho, the holly. This life is most jolly.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Wheel of Shakespeare Challenge. I'm sorry for missing the last couple weeks. Glad that people are watching are back again. And I'm glad to be back here with Bill, Henry, Sheila, John, and Maggie to do impromptu performances of Shakespeare for you guys today, randomly chosen by the Wheel of Shakespeare. According to the randomly chosen order, Bill is going to be our first performer today. And Bill is going to perform and then I'm on deck. I'll perform after Bill. Bill is first going to do. What's Bill going to get? Philip the Bastard. Mad World. That's the end of Act 2, Scene 1 of King John.
Act 2, Scene 1. Act 2, Scene 1.
Yeah. It's at the very end.
Okay. Mad world, mad kings, mad composition. John, to stop Arthur's title in the whole, hath willingly departed with a part. And France, whose armor conscience buckled on, whom zeal and charity brought to the field as God's own soldier, rounded in the ear with that same purpose changer, that sly devil, that broker that still breaks the pate of faith, that daily break thou, he that wins all, of kings, of beggars, of old men, young men, maids, who, having no external thing to lose but the word maid, cheats the poor maid of that smooth-faced gentleman, tickling commodity. Commodity, the bias of the world who of itself is teased well, made to run even upon even ground, till this advantage, this vile drawing bias, this sway of motion, this commodity, makes it take head from all indifferency, from all direction, purpose, course, intent, and this same bias, this commodity. This bawd, this broker, this all-changing word, clapped on the outward eye of fickle France, hath drawn him from his own determined aid, from a resolved and honorable war, to a most base and vile concluded peace. And why rail I on this commodity? But because he hath not wooed me yet. Not that I have the power to clutch my hand, with his fair angels would salute my palm, but for my hand is unattempted yet, like a poor beggar raileth on the rich. Whilst I am a beggar, I will rail, and say there is no sin but to be rich. And being rich, my virtue then shall be to say there is no vice but beggary. Since kings break faith upon commodity, gain, be my lord, and I will worship thee. Scene.
Okay, thank you, Bill. Great, so it's my turn now, and then Sheila is on deck. She will go after I do. Oh, I left no ring with her. I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me, indeed, so much that sure methought her eyes had lost her tongue. For she did speak and starts distractedly. She loves me sure. This cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring, why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see, thou art a wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen's heart to set for the forms? Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we. For such as we are made of, such we be. How will this fadge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him. And she mistaken seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am a man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am a woman, now alas the day. What thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? O time, thou must untangle this, not I. 'Tis too hard a knot for me to untie. Okay. Fun change for me. Sheila is up now, and she's going to do... Mugberry. Okay, so whenever you're ready.
Would you mind? I have to go back just a tiny bit. I'm going to do the one line before and then merge into it.
You want me to get away? You were an ass. You were an ass.
Okay, that sounds good. All right. Cost my life. Where's the sexton? Let him write down the prince's officer. Coxcomb, come, bind him. Thou naughty varlet.
Away! You are an ass! You are...
Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my ears? Oh, that he were here to write me down an ass. But, masters, remember that I am an ass. Though it be not written down, yet forget not that I am an ass. No, thou villain, thou art full of piety, as shall be proved upon thee by good witness. I'm a wise fellow, and which is more, an officer, and which is more, a householder, and which is more, as pretty a piece of flesh as any a rich fellow is enough. Go to, and a fellow that hath had losses, and one that hath 2 gowns, and everything handsome about him. Bring him away. Oh, that I had been written
Celia. Okay, John is up now, and then Maggie, and then Henry. Okay, John, we're gonna do. Be or not to be. Okay, so whenever you're ready, give us to your.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis the consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep. To sleep, perchance to dream, aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect which makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the wits and scorns of time? The oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that the unworthy takes when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin. Who would these fardels bear? To grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment with this regard their currents turn awry and lose the name of action.
Hey, thank you, John. So now we have Maggie and then Henry.
Hey, I just want to say I had cataract surgery on Monday, so I can see distance, but I've got to use my magnifying glass for today to see the screen. So give me a little extra time, and I'm sorry if it's a distraction.
Oh, I understand. We're glad to have you any way you are able to participate.
Thanks. Just give me a little extra time to find things. But the wheel can go at the same. I can't see it. Yeah. Okay. York. Okay. Richard 2.
Grace me.
Act 2, scene 3. Tut, grace me. Okay. Give me a second, because everything takes longer. Today I have permission to go get reading glasses, but before this they said your eyes aren't ready. So, okay. So Richard 2, history. Richard 2, Act 2, Scene 3, Act 2, Scene 3. And it is York, tut. Okay, I'm scrolling. Henry Percy. I hope I haven't gone by it. Duke of York attended. Okay, I have it. All right. Thank you. All right, I don't know how distracting this is for me to hold this up, but I'll just do it. Tut. Grace me no grace, nor uncle me no uncle. I am no traitor's uncle, and that word grace in an ungracious mouth is but profane. Why have those banished and forbidden legs dared once to touch a dust of England's ground? But then more why? Why have they dared to march so many miles upon her peaceful bosom, frighting her pale-faced villages with war and ostentation of despised arms? Comest thou because the anointed king is hence? Why, foolish boy, the king is left behind, and in my loyal bosom lies his power. Were I but now the lord of such hot youth as when brave Gaunt, thy father, and myself rescued the Black Prince, that young Mars of men, from forth the ranks of many thousand French, oh, then how quickly should this arm of mine, now prisoner to the palsy, chastise thee and minister correction to thy fault.
Okay, great. Thank you, Maggie. So we have one last monologue before we spin for. Well, I'm having difficulties here. All right, there we go. I was having trouble getting out. Okay, so our last monologue before we spin for scenes will be Henry, and he's going to do. Beatrice, what fire is in my ears. What should do Act 3. I don't see the screen very well. Oh, yeah, there we go. What fires in my ears? Act 3, Scene 1.
Was that much ado?
Yeah, Much Ado About Nothing, Act 3, Scene 1. I believe very end of the scene. What fire is in my ears?
Okay. What fire is in my ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell, and maiden pride, adieu. No glory lives behind the back of such, and Benedict, love on, I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand. If thou dost love, my kindness shall incite thee to bind our loves up in a holy band. For others say thou dost deserve, and I believe it better than reportingly. And the scene? I didn't.
I didn't remember that one was so short. Yeah, I thought that one was longer.
Yeah, I didn't remember that speech. I didn't. Anyway, okay.
Okay, so anyway, let's spin for our scenes now. So we need to create spin to get rolls for the 6 of us. First, we'll have. Henry District, okay, there's the father and son, the Talbots. Henry. And this is a scene. It's part 1, act 4, scene 5 and 6. It's like continuous. I think it's like there's fighting, and then I think it's just the 2 of them, and then it continues into the next scene. So you can run them back to back, so we can get a lot longer performance for the two people that ended up getting cast in that one. So Lord Talbot and I believe John Talbot, I believe is the name of the son, but I just wrote it down on the paper as father or son. You guys will figure it out. King John, Act 1, Scene 1. Bastard and Lady Falconbridge. So mother and son, lady. And there's like a line, there's like one line for Gurney or something. And we'll just the two people can just skip that so it doesn't cut the continuity of the mother and son having their discussion where she basically tells him King Richard was your real father. Two more rolls. All's well that ends well. The Countess and Helena. Act 1, Scene 3. The Countess of Roussillon and Helena. Okay, so the six roles we have for the six of us are Lord Talbot, the son, I believe John Talbot, so father and son Talbots in Henry VI, Part 1, Act 4, Scene 5 through 6. We have Philip the Bastard and his mother, Lady Falconbridge, in the opening scene of King John. And then we have the Countess of Roussillon and Helena in Act 1, Scene 3 of All's Well That Ends Well. So, Bill, what would you like of those?
I'd like to be a bastard.
Okay. So Bill will take that role. I'll take Lord Talbot in the Henry VI one. And let's see whose turn is it. Sheila is next.
Countess.
Sheila, you said the Countess?
Yes.
Sheila is the Countess. John, what would you like?
Maybe Lady Falconbridge, I guess.
Okay. John will take that. Maggie, you want Helena or
Talbot's son. Okay. I think I'll take Talbot's son.
Okay.
Like I said, it might be good if we don't go first because I'm going to have to look for those two different scenes. I got
okay, that's fine. So then that means the All's Well That Ends Well scene, that will be Sheila and Henry.
I appreciate it.
And let's see, the King John scene, I think we might have to look for that, that's a long scene. You might have to look for where that might take a while to find where we start from that. So we might, Bill and John, have you guys found that one? Where you start?
I don't.
Where I say, "Oh, me as your mother."
I myself have no idea, so I have to leave it up to you. I don't know. I mean, I'm scrolling to see whether. I mean, I'm helping as much as I can here. I see Bastard.
Okay, so you two can start us off with that.
It must be the Bastard has brother adieu, good fortune come to thee. Maybe that looks like where the two start and are talking to each other for a long time. So I imagine that's it. Yeah, near the end of the scene. In fact, the scene I think will end with it.
Where are we starting?
Brother, I'll start. Brother adieu, good fortune come to thee. I mean, that's quite a long monologue. I don't know. It should be. Oh wait, Gurney comes in there. Gurney comes in there.
Right.
Yeah,
So maybe
you guys,
that's
I put that on it. Don't let that break. I think Lord Gurney says like a very short part. You guys can just skip that. So don't let that interruption break the continuity of your scene.
But still, my question is, where are we starting? Brother Ado?
I would think so. If you want to skip that,
Yeah.
it comes a very short scene after that. But I'll leave it up to you guys, please, because that's a long monologue that he has. So I don't know if that's in the spirit of the scenes or not to do that.
I have no problem with it. I'm just wondering if that's where I should start. That's all.
Yeah, if you two are comfortable doing that, yeah, that's fine. You can do the long monologue as part of it as well.
All right.
Okay,
Brother
ready?
Ado, good fortune come to thee, for thou wast got in the way of honesty. A foot of honor better than I was, but many foot of land the worse. Well, now can I make any Joan a lady? Good then, Sir Richard, God have mercy, fellow. And if his name be George, I'll call him Peter. For new-made honor doth forget men's names. 'Tis too respective and too sociable for your conversion. Now your traveler, he and his toothpick at my worship's mess, and when my nightly stomach is sufficed, why then I suck my teeth and catechize my picked man of countries. My dear sir, thus leaning on mine elbow, I begin. I shall beseech you. That is the question now. And then comes answer like an Absy book. Oh, sir, says answer. At your best command, at your employment, at your service, sir. No, sir, says question. I, sweet sir, at yours. And so ere answer knows what question would, saving in dialogue of compliment and talking of the Alps and Apennines, the Pyrenean and River Po, it draws towards supper in conclusion so. But this is worshipable society and fits the mounting spirit like myself, for he is but a bastard to the time that doth not smack of observation. And so am I, whether I smack or no, and not alone in habit or device, exterior form, outward accoutrement, but from the inward motion to deliver sweet, sweet, sweet poison for the age's tooth, which though I will not practice to deceive, yet to avoid deceit, I mean to learn, for it shall strew the footsteps of my rising. Oh, but who comes in such haste in riding robes? What woman toast is this? Hath she no husband that will take pains to blow a horn before her? Oh, me, it is my mother. How now, good lady, what brings you here to court so hastily?
Where is that slave, thy brother? Where is he that holds in chase mine honor up and down?
My brother Robert? Old Sir Robert's son? Colbrand the giant, that same mighty man? Is it Sir Robert's son that you seek so?
Sir Robert's son. Aye, thou unreverend boy, Sir Robert's son, why scornst thou at Sir Robert? He is Sir Robert's son, and so art thou.
James Gurney, wilt thou give us leave a while? Philip, Sparrow, James, there's toys abroad, and none, I'll tell thee more. Madam, I was not old Sir Robert's son. Sir Robert might have eat his part in me upon Good Friday and ne'er broke his fast. Sir Robert could do well, marry to confess. Could he get me? Sir Robert could not do it. We know his handiwork. Therefore, good mother, to whom I am beholding for these limbs? To whom am I beholding for these limbs? So Robert never hoped to make this leg.
Hast thou conspired with thy brother too, that for thine own gain shouldst defend mine honor? What means this scorn, thou most untoward knave?
Night, night, good mother. Basilisco-like. What? I am dubbed. I have it on my shoulder. But mother, I am not Sir Robert's son. I have disclaimed Sir Robert and my land. Legitimation, name, and all is gone. Then, good mother, let me know my father. Some proper man, I hope. Who was it, mother?
Hast thou denied thyself at Falconbridge?
As faithfully as I deny the devil.
King Richard Coeur de Lion was thy father. Be long in vehement suit I was seduced to make room for him in my husband's bed. Heaven lay not my transgression to my charge. Thou art the issue of my dear offense, which so strongly urged past my defense.
Now, by this light, were I to get again, madam, I would not wish a better father. Some sins do bear their privilege on earth, and so doth yours. Your fault was not your folly. Needs must you lay your heart at his dispose, subjected tribute to commanding love, against whose fury and unmatched force the aweless lion could not wage the fight, nor keep his princely heart from Richard's hand. He that perforce robs lions of their hearts may easily win a woman's. Aye, my mother, with all my heart I thank thee for my father, who lives and dares but say thou didst not well when I was got. I will send his soul to hell. Come, lady, I will show thee to my kin, and they shall say, when Richard me begot, if thou hadst said him nay, it had been sin. Who says it was? He lies. I say, 'twas not.
Okay, great job, you guys. So now let's move on to myself and Maggie doing the Talbot and Son scene. So
I have it.
you can, and we're gonna go.
We're starting scene 5, and we just go straight through.
Straight through the next scene, just the two of us. Okay. Ho, young John Talbot, I did send for thee to tutor thee in stratagems of war, that Talbot's name might be in thee revived, when sapless age and weak unable limbs should bring thy father to his drooping chair. But O malignant and ill-boding stars, now thou art come unto a feast of death, a terrible and unavoided danger. Therefore, dear boy, mount on my swiftest horse, and I'll direct how thou shalt escape by sudden flight. Come, dally not, be gone.
Is my name Talbot? And am I your son? And shall I fly? Oh, if you love my mother, dishonor not her honorable name to make a bastard and a slave of me. The world will say he is not Talbot's blood that basely fled when noble Talbot stood.
Fly to revenge my death, though I be slain.
He that flies will ne'er return again.
If we both stay, we both are sure to die.
Then let me stay. And father, do you fly? Your loss is great, so your regard should be. My worth is unknown, no loss is known in me. Upon my death the French can little boast. In yours they will. In you all hopes are lost. Flight cannot stain the honor you have won, but mine it will, that no exploit have done. You fled for vantage, everyone will swear. But if I bow, They'll say it was for fear. There is no hope that ever I will stay. If the first hour I shrink and run away, here on my knee I beg mortality rather than life preserved with infamy.
Shall all thy mother's hopes lie in one tomb?
Aye, rather than I'll shame my mother's womb.
Upon my blessing I command thee, go!
To fight I will, but to fight I will, but not to flee the foe.
Part of thy father may be saved in thee.
No part of him will be shame in me.
Thou never hadst renown, nor canst not lose it.
Yes, your renowned name, shall flight abuse it?
Thy father's charge shall clear thee from that stain.
You cannot witness for me being slain. If death be so apparent, then both fly.
And leave my followers here to fight and die? My age was never tainted with such shame.
And shall my youth be guilty of such blame? No more can I be severed from your side than can yourself in twain divide. Stay, go, do what you will, the like do I, for I will live not if my father die.
Then here I take my leave of thee, fair son, born to eclipse thy life this afternoon. Come, side by side together live and die, and soul with soul, from France to heaven fly. St. George in victory! Fight, soldiers, fight! The regent hath with Talbot broke his word, and left us to the rage of France his sword. Where's John Talbot? Pause and take thy breath. I give thee life and rescued thee from death.
Oh, twice my father, twice am I thy son. The life thou gavest me first was lost and done, till with thy warlike sword, despite of late, to my determined time thou gavest new date.
When from the Dauphin's crest thy sword struck fire, it warmed thy father's heart and proud desire of bold-faced victory. Then leaden age, quickened with youthful spleen and warlike rage, beat down Alencon, Orleans, Burgundy, and from the pride of Gallia rescued thee. The ireful bastard Orleans that drew blood from thee, my boy, and had the maidenhood of thy first flight, I soon encountered, and interchanging blows I quickly shed some of his bastard blood, and in disgrace bespoke him thus: contaminated base and misbegotten blood I spill of thine, mean and right poor, for that pure blood of mine, which thou didst force from Talbot, my brave boy, here purposing the bastard to destroy, came in strong rescue. Speak, thy father's care. Art thou not weary, John? How dost thou fare? Wilt thou yet leave the battle, boy, and fly? Now thou art sealed the son of chivalry. Fly to the revenge my death when I am dead. The help of one stands me in little stead. Oh, too much folly is it, well I wot, to hazard all our lives in one small boat. If I today die not with Frenchman's rage, tomorrow I shall die with mickle age. By me may nothing gain as if I stay. 'Tis but the shortening of my life one day. In thee thy mother dies, our household's name. My death's revenge, thy youth, and England's fame. All these and more we hazard by thy stay. All these are saved if thou wilt fly away.
The swords of Orleans hath not made me smart. These words of yours draw life blood from my heart. On that advantage, bought with such a shame, to save a paltry life and slay bright fame, before young Talbot from old Talbot fly, the coward horse that bears me fail and die. And like me to the peasant boys of France, to be shame's scorn and subject of mischance. Surely, by all the glory you have won, And if I fly, I am not Talbot's son. Then talk no more of flight. It is no boot if son to Talbot die at Talbot's foot.
And follow thou thy desperate sire of Crete. Thou, Icarus, thy life to me is sweet. If thou wilt fly, fight by thy father's side, and commendable proved, let's die in pride. Okay. Thank you. So now we have Sheila and John to finish up the day with
Henry.
Well, it ends well.
Henry. Wait, where's Henry? Isn't Henry in this one?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I just put him in. Okay, so whenever you, I have.
Okay, yes, you startled me a little bit.
Okay, so whenever you guys are ready, go ahead.
Even so it was with me when I was young. If ever we are nature's, these are ours.
Julia,
Pardon?
I was just wondering if you want, if I should be out of the scene at the beginning here.
Mark, do you want to take Henry out and bring him in?
I could do. Probably, I got to get the script in front of me to see where to put him in, because I had the script for my own scene that I just did in front of me. So I'll, if you want me to do that, I can do that. Just give me a second.
That would be great. I say observer now, and then Henry enters.
Give me a second to find this.
Sure. That way we can savor it, right, Henry?
So where are we starting? Where does it start from?
Enter Helena, even so it was with me.
Line 445.
Okay, so toward the end.
It's such a lovely scene, I have to say. So I'm thrilled to be able to do
I
it.
think it just makes more sense if you're by yourself.
Okay, so I'll take him. Even so it was with this. Okay, got it. Okay, so whenever you're ready, Sheila.
Even so it was with me when I was young. If ever we are nature's, these are ours. This thorn doth to our rose of youth rightly belong. Our blood to us, this to our blood is born. It is the show and seal of nature's truth, where love's strong passion is impressed in youth. By our remembrances of days foregone, such were our faults, or then we thought them none. Her eye is sick on it. I observe her now.
What is your pleasure, madam?
You know, Helen, I am a mother to you.
Mine honourable mistress.
Nay, a mother. Why not a mother? When I said a mother, methought you saw a serpent. What's in mother that you start at it? I say I am your mother, and put you in the category of those that were in wound mine. 'Tis often seen adoptive strives with nature, and choice breeds a native slip to us from foreign seeds. You ne'er oppressed me with a mother's wrong, yet I expressed to you a mother's care. God's mercy, maiden, does it curd thy blood to say I am thy mother? What's the matter that this stumpered messenger of wet, this many-colored iris rounds thine eye? Why? Or my daughter?
That I am not.
I say I am your mother.
Pardon, madam. The Count Roussillon cannot be my brother. I am from humble, he from honoured name. No note upon my parents, his all noble. My master, my dear lord he is, and I his servant live, and will his vassal die. He must not be my brother.
Nor I your mother?
You are my mother, madam. Would you were, so that my lord your son were not my brother. Indeed, my mother, or where you both are mothers, I care no more for than I do for heaven, so I were not his sister. Can't no other but I your daughter, he must be my brother?
Yes, Helen, you might be my daughter-in-law. God shield you, mean it not. Daughter and mother so strive upon your pulse. What, pale again? My fear hath catched your fondness. Now I see the mystery of your loneliness, and find your salt tears head. Now to all sense 'tis gross. You love my son. Invention is ashamed. Against the proclamation of thy passion, to say thou dost not. Therefore, tell me true. But tell me then 'tis so. For look, thy cheeks confess it, the one to the other, and thine eyes see it so grossly shown in thy behaviors that in their kind think it. Only sin and hellish obstinacy tie thy tongue, that truth should be suspected. Speak, is it so? If it be so, you have wound a goodly clue, and if it be not, forswear it. Howe'er, I charge thee, as heaven shall work in me for thine avail, tell me truly,
Would madam pardon me?
do you love my son?
Your pardon, noble mistress.
Love you my son?
Do not you love him, madam?
Oh, go not about. My love hath in it a bond, whereof the world takes note. Come, disclose the state of your affection, for your passions have to the full appeached.
Then I confess here on my knee before high heaven and you that before you and next unto high heaven I love your son. My friends were poor but honest. So's my love. Be not offended, for it hurts not him that he is loved of me. I follow him not by any token of presumptuous suit, nor would I have him till I do deserve him. Yet never know how that desert should be. I know I love in vain, strive against hope, yet in this captious and untenable sieve I still pour in the waters of my love, and lack not to lose still. Thus, Indian-like, religious in mine error, I adore the sun that looks upon his worshipper, but knows of him no more. My dearest madam, let not your hate encounter with my love, for loving where you do. But if yourself, whose aged honour cites a virtuous youth, did ever in so true a flame of liking wish chastely and love dearly, that your Dian was both herself and love. Oh, then give pity to her, whose state is such that cannot choose but lend and give where she is sure to lose. That seeks not to find her, that her search implies, but riddle-like lives sweetly where she dies.
Had you not lately an intent, speak truly, to go to Paris?
Madam, I had.
Wherefore? Tell true.
I will tell truth. By grace itself I swear. You know my father left me some prescriptions of rare and proved effects, such as his reading and manifest experience had collected with general sovereignty, and that he willed me in heedfulness reservation to bestow them as notes whose faculties inclusive were more than they were in note. Amongst the rest there is a remedy, approved, set down, to cure the desperate languishings whereof the king is rendered lost.
This was your motive for Paris, was it? Speak.
My lord, your son made me think of this. Else Paris and the medicine and the king had from the conversation of my thoughts haply been absent then.
But think you, Helen, if you should tender your supposed aid, he would receive it. He and his physicians are of a mind. He that they cannot help him, they that they cannot help him. How shall they credit a poor, unlearned virgin when the schools, emboweled of their doctrine, have left off the danger to itself?
Well, there's something in't more than my father's skill, which was the greatest of his profession, that his good receipt shall for my legacy be sanctified by the luckiest stars in heaven, and Would your honour but give me leave to try success, I'll venture the well-lost life of mine on this grace's cure by such a day and hour.
Dost thou believe it?
Ay, madam, knowingly.
Ay, Helen, thou shalt have my leave and love, means and attendance, and my loving greetings to those of mine in court. I'll stay at home and pray God's blessing into thy attempt. Be gone tomorrow, and be sure of this, what I can help thee to, thou shalt not miss. Thank you, Henry.
Thank you. That was fun.
Okay, thank you guys, and thanks everybody for your performances today. One announcement: I said this to the people in the stream before we went live that Vincent and the Eager Beaver Shakespeare group is also tomorrow, 12. It'd be, he said 3:30, so it'll be 12:30 Pacific time, 3:30 Eastern time. They're doing a Zoom reading of Henry V. I have various small roles I'll be reading in that. I'm going, and Sheila asked me before we started if I could give the link to that, and I said I'd put it in. I told her I'd put it in the comments to you to this video when it posts to YouTube. I just realized, Vincent, he's okay with me. I will stream it here because it's kind of, if you want to just watch you. I stream it here and then I can add the banners so that people who come in the middle can see where we are and get a better sense of what's going on. I'll give about the act and scene, but the Zoom link, I always, I'm sure that there might some people that won't show up. He'll probably do some last minute recasting. I can't speak for him, but that happens. The people here that might want to have the Zoom link to see if Vincent will give you a part of the last minute to let you actually read. Why don't the players here can they have my email address. I send the group out. I can send that an email, but I'm thinking Vincent might not want me putting the Zoom link for the whole world because people can come into the reading and disrupt it and cause But I'll stream it. I'll share the screen to the Zoom to put it here, and so that you can see it either at the link of the Zoom link or here, or I'll add the banners. And if you want to participate, you guys have my email. Email me. I'll send that link out to you guys if you want to see if Vincent will let you join. But that's it for now. Again, sorry for missing the last couple weeks. Hopefully won't be disrupted again. I'll be planning to be back again next Saturday and every Saturday for the Wheel of Shakespeare Challenge, same time. So that said, see you guys real soon. Bye now.